The conflicting report, if actually is coming from there, maybe pressure has started coming in that regard because of the recent statement credited to the Senate president that the plane they want to buy for the president is more important than the life of 200 million Nigerians. You know, and we believe, I still believe that we have presidential jets, lined up for the president. And I do not see the reason why they want to go for, another one, when we know that there are so many jets, fleets, for the president lying out there in Abuja. So what that statement and what they're trying to do, it's no longer in their hands. I think then who is going to is the money not going to go through process? Can the Senate stop it, put a stop to it if they are not part of it? So it tells you that at the end of the day, that Mr. President might likely have his way against the interest of the masses. And they always have their way, and they will continue to have their way. Until Nigerians come up and begin to look at things the way they are, and begin to say things the way they are. Then, of course, we begin to take certain actions, position on certain issues, pertaining to misappropriation of public funds. I don't know what you mean by anything is going to have an impact. The impact we are looking at is good leadership. The impact we are looking at, is good governance. The impact we are looking at is, advancement. The impact we are looking at is, capacity, building human resource capacity, developmental economic capacity, economic development, commercialization, advancement of Nigerians in different fields, let Nigerians get to that level where, they have access to various amenities, social amenities, to spice their lives. That's where we begin to talk about impact, So another impact is that what we are having now is impact of incompetence, and that's why you see the economy like this. The impact of Tinubu's administration, the impact of APC administration, is has been very negative currently now as I speak to you. So that's the impact. That's why I'm able to explain, depending on the kind of impact we are having. Having a presidential jet, what impact does it have directly on the masses of Nigeria? You can see recently they budgeted about 21 billion to renovate a house owned by by the VP. They want 21 billion for that. It has always been like that, in Nigeria. But when it comes to trying to power the workers, the labor, you see them, pretending as if they don't know what they are doing, So it tells you that Nigeria has not gotten to that level of, want to be a country that should be taken serious, because of perceived sentiment. See, all these things is happening in Nigeria is targeted at bringing an Igbo man down. The Yorubas and the Hausas have been ruling this country for years. And you can see how destructive Nigeria has become, And they know that, the Igbos have the capacity, to move Nigeria to an extent of admiration, but they cannot do it. Igbo, yes, P2B has that capacity. But unfortunately, you can see the disgraceful 1 year of office of Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the regrettable uh, 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 president ever. The man we never want, nobody voted for him, and he became president. And that is the damage we are seeing today. That is what Nigeria had to pay for. Nigeria are too tribalistic, tribalistic. They hate Igbos. We know they hate Igbos. The Yorubas too hate Igbos. The Hausas hate Igbos. They hate Igbos. And they don't know that hatred. That is where the grace and the blessing lies. There's no two ways about it. That's just the truth. And Nigeria has never even stepped 1 foot forward. Nigeria has been crawling for the past 104 years. And the resources they are using to sustain all the states, is coming from Biafra land. And you don't want a Biafran to become the president of Nigeria. And you think Nigeria will be able, before God and man, to enjoy the natural prowess of a nation. They cannot. If you want to measure hope, you know, you understand? When God gave hope, he showed it practically. When man lost his glory in the Garden of Eden, God brought Christ. Do you understand what I'm saying? When you are giving hope to people without evidence, it's fraud. I'm telling you. When you talk about governance, I keep on giving people tomorrow, next tomorrow. And you know, we have experienced it a lot. Under Buhari, we had similar thing. Oh, it's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. After 8 years, this man came with his own threats, damaging threats. And look at where we are today. The only hope is the release of Nnamdi Kanu. You know, maybe God will have mercy. When they release Nnamdi Kanu, we will now look at, you know, whether God will show little mercy to Nigeria. Because now everybody is gradually becoming a Biafran in Nigeria. Both the North and the Yorubas and everybody gradually becoming Biafran. No matter how you look at it, you might not be seeing it physically with a natural eye, but spiritually, with a natural understanding, you see it in the North. Everybody wants the presence of Nnamdi Kanu in the North. The Yorubas too want the presence of Nnamdi Kanu. You can see they have bribed him. He refused. That consciousness is what we need if there's anything we're going to talk about hope. You know what is called hope? Hope is what is sustaining everybody you see on the streets today. People wake up in the morning because of hope. People go out on daily basis because of hope. This woman selling drink here is here this morning because of hope. Oh, you think she should be walking on the street? Look at it. What she's carrying is hope. That's why you open a restaurant this in the evening, you set all the chairs, 1,000 chairs, and there's nobody sitting down there. And you're sitting at the manager of that restaurant, nobody's coming to ask you, madam, how much is the food? You are sitting there based on hope. But the indices and structures for hope is already there. So you are not going to put chair until somebody come. I want to buy food, you now bring chair. That's the way Nigeria is. And it has continued to play out. And that is why everywhere all over the world today, everywhere all over the world, you cannot mention Nigeria. Nigeria name is a threat. Nigeria as a name is a threat. And that is why you're seeing currently now in Brunei, Kano, all over, some part of Southwest, the entire Eastern region, both South and Southeast, are asking for one symbol. Maybe they should change the name of Nigeria to Biafra. Maybe we'll begin to have rationality among our leaders. Change the name, change the entire name. You are quick to reverse to what the British gave you. You forgot the one that we brought. AD, this president cannot even sing it very well. Nobody, no Nigeria here now. Ask anyone, you hear, arise, O compatriots. Now, if you're having that vision, change Nigerian name to Biafra. Maybe the grace, the spirit that's attached to Biafranism will be played out automatically. Thank you.